Hello everyone, it's Moomantv coming to another fantastic video, and today what I wanted to talk about was the kind of news on Twitter about the boycott. So if you really do enjoy this video, please share with a friend. It really helps out the channel, and if we could get this video to about 20 likes, that would really mean the world to me and just help out a lot. So with that out of the way, let's get this started. So if you have not been on Twitter in the last week or two, let me catch you up. There has been source of people that essentially have been wanting to boycott companies that are still doing business with Russia. McDonald's seems to be the real big punching bag, but other companies such as Coca-Cola are still getting scrutinized as well. But McDonald's was the one I saw that essentially got a lot of people boycotting them. So that was one. But pretty much with the whole thing, I don't know how that didn't go in. The people are pretty much doing this as a boycott. So they take a McDonald's product and everything, and they're saying, don't buy this product until they stop doing business with Russia. We want to make, they pretty much want to make Russia's bottom dollar hurt by not buying McDonald's, so that way their economy does worse. But as many YouTubers have pointed out, that this simply just doesn't work, because guess what? The economic sanctions that are already on Russia are just eclipsing anything that they could do with this hashtag boycott McDonald's. I mean, you got people in Russia who are essentially not able to withdraw $20 out of an ATM because there's just no money in there. There's no money. That's how bad it's gotten. It's also gotten so bad that some articles and reports have said that people who are working jobs don't know if they're going to get a paycheck or not. That's how bad it is. They do not know if they're going to get a paycheck to feed their family. That's what I mean. They don't know if they're going to have money to feed their family or extended family. I don't think a couple Americans, in a couple households, not buying a McChicken is not going to affect Russia's bottom line. It's just not going to. I'm sorry, but it just ain't. Russia's not going to be affected by some person who's literally in Ohio or something not buying a McChicken. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to even do any kind of dent that they're hoping. I just don't understand these Twitter boycotts, because the message behind them is very pure. I do get that. The message behind is very pure. But the issue is that essentially it's just so laughably done in such a terrible way. So for example, with this is not buying McDonald's products. It's that really doesn't work, because I'm just gonna say this. McDonald's is known in the West. McDonald's is known in America, not Russia. I'm sure there's other operations, McDonald's operations in Russia, but not as much as the West. I guarantee you, if you were to look at pretty much I don't know how I didn't get a save for that. Come on, teammate. But anyways, I don't know if you were to look up pretty much on Google how many stores or franchises that are in Russia, I guarantee you it's 8 times less than America. It's pretty much that bad. Oh my goodness. I will say this though. I will say this. It's really funny seeing some of the replies that people have gotten. I've noticed that most people who are clowning on this are just people who think that Americans are just self-entitled and just ridiculous, which as an American, honestly, we kind of have gotten to that point. And even when I went to Europe, so many people were pretty much saying exactly that it's just oh, I was really shocked that you were so nice and mannered and not entitled like most Americans. That's what I mean. If you pretty much that's just a pretty much excerpt from my life, but essentially it just shows that in America, this is how we are. It's like, oh, you can do anything. Like, you can do anything that you want. Your opinion is pretty much all that matters and nothing else. And that's pretty much how people think. But sadly, that's not the case. It may work in America, but not in Russia. Because that's like, at the end of the day, what like these people on Twitter are thinking, that their opinion is going to shake how Putin, like, you know, does the war effort. Like, I hate to break it to you, like with the Russia and Ukraine conflict, like, it doesn't seem like, you know, a couple Americans not buying McDonald's is really going to change that. I'm sorry. It's just not going to. It's just not going to change anything. I bet Putin's laughing at his castle and being like how did we almost lose them in World War II? Like, how did we lose these guys almost? That's what he's probably saying right now. Because he probably thinks it's about as ridiculous as everyone else. Like, when I first saw these boycotts, like, I saw the message. I was like, okay, they want to help out the conflict in you know, Ukraine. That's fine. Okay. I completely get that. That sounds fine. But here's the thing. Russians don't care about McDonald's. What they care about is, you know, whether their economy is going to be okay because of what's happening in the world. I don't think that, like, people are going to be like, oh, you know, I can't get a McChicken. I can't get a McChicken today. Well, all right, it's over. Life is over. Like, that's pretty much not how it goes in Russia. Maybe in America, but not there. Because guess what? They're worried if they're actually going to get a paycheck or not. While essentially we're worried, like, oh man, do I have enough to, like, get Wendy's or, like, McDonald's for the night? That's literally what our biggest worry is. But pretty much what I find ridiculous though, is that and here's the thing, you might be thinking that, oh, this is a small boycott, but no, it's 15,000 people. 15,000 people have signed off on it. That's how big this petition is. 15,000. That's kind of, like, insane to think about. Like, I do remember there was one boycott a couple years back. It was a boycott of The Last Jedi, like, hashtag make the Last Jedi not canon. Like, but it really didn't do anything, and that's how all these, like, Twitter boycotts kind of go, is that, like, they really don't do anything. Like, the message is pure, but they pretty much just make, like, a complete fool out of themselves. That's really what they kind of do. And it's no different here. Like, again, I don't think, like, you not getting a McChicken in the West is really going to affect whether Putin, you know, has more money for the war effort. I don't think it's going to change. Wow, that was a good goal. I would leave after that, too. But yeah, I don't think Putin cares if, like, oh, you know, Family A or whatever, or Redditor A on Twitter is, you know, complaining about McDonald's. I don't think they care. I really don't. He probably doesn't care. He's more focused on the war effort, to be honest. The sad part is that, like, people like this just feel like they're so, like, entitled on their opinions. Like, and it just circles back to, like, in America, we have been given the ideology, we literally matter. Our opinions are pretty much what you should listen to and nothing else. That's what I mean. And that's how they kind of see it, like the people on Twitter. Like, it's just really funny to see, like, how self-entitlement just pretty much goes, and just how being self-centered can kind of be. It's really ridiculous. Like, these people believe, like, in their own little minds that they're, you know, I'm going to pass up fast food for tonight. You know, I'm helping out more in Ukraine than someone who's actually, like, you know, in the front lines in Ukraine. That's how they believe. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand how you can get that thought process through your head. It's just like, how you think you're helping out in the war effort by not having fast food for one night out of the week. It's like, or better yet, just, like, here's the thing. I bet you 10-1, like, yeah, they may be boycotting McDonald's, but I guarantee you they're still having Coca-Cola. Or better yet, they're still having, like, other just ridiculous things. But, you know, I guess, like, you know, cancel McDonald's for actually being a business and whatever, but, you know, let's actually, like, focus on a business that should be canceled. See, Like, I completely get a business being canceled because of poor practices. Like, you know, for example, like, Pfizer or, like, Nike and all that. I understand that. Or, like, the cigarette company. Cigarette company, I completely understand people wanting to be canceled for. Like, the amount of deaths they have caused, the amount of pollution that they have caused in our earth, pretty much those annoying people who essentially smoke up the place and pretty much just make, like, going to restaurants an absolute chore and just annoying. That's what I mean. I understand people wanting to cancel, like, a company like that has over, like, probably 2 million deaths or more. That I'd understand. That I completely get. But why McDonald's? Just because they're doing business with Russia? That's so small and insignificant that, like, it's just so ridiculous. It's not even, like, the worst. Like, I understand the cigarette company. Like, if it maybe they, like, you know, killed your dad over, like smoking. I understand that. But, like, for whatever reason, they don't want to cancel a company that actually deserves it. They want to cancel a company that essentially just does business with Russia. It's kind of like, for example, this is a great example, and one of my viewers kind of said this in a stream. It's kind of like the Australian wildfires. It's like, it's people essentially, like, trying to give cause to something that they really don't, like, you know, like, they're not that adamant about, but they see it going traction on Twitter, and they're just doing it for clicks. And that's what I mean. I guarantee you that's what these people are doing. They're just doing it for clicks. They probably don't care, because it's not affecting them at the end of the day. It's really not. But that's why they're doing this, is so that they can get those, like, clicks and views. And I understand that. Like, pretty much, those people are just, like, being self-centered and thinking, oh yeah, I am helping out Russia, but it's just are helping out Ukraine. But they're not. They're not helping in the least bit. And here's the thing that I gotta say. This is honestly something that I just saw right now. Of me recording this video, I saw that Ukraine is actually asking people from foreign lands to enlist. Like, they will actually let you enlist. Like, being like, oh, do you want to enlist and help out the conflict? Here, we'll let you in the army. We'll give you everything that you need to go fight for us. I guarantee you, like, $20 that most of these people would not dare even try or even attempt to do it. That's what I mean. Most of them would be like, oh no, like, I've done my work. Like, I've done my work. But they won't, like, actually, you know, go and fight for Ukraine. Not at all. But, you know, they'll be like, oh, me not buying a McChicken? Good work. It's good work. Like, literally. It's just so ridiculous. Or better yet, like, if they can't, like, you know, actually, like, go to wars because, like, they have, like, you know, like, basically they have asthma or something, here's what you could do. Donate to charity. Like, I would love to do a charity on, like, my streams or whatever, but I'm not big enough, so sadly I can't. But if I could, I would love to. But here's the thing. Those people will never do that. When it comes to, like, anything, like, when it actually has, like, rational, you know, thought behind it, like, actually, oh, let's actually donate to charity or something. No, they don't want to do that. They want to do, like, the least amount of effort and say they're actually doing something, when in actuality, they're doing jack diddly. That's what I mean. Like, not buying a McChicken probably does the same amount of effort as you and I probably going to, you know, Subway instead of Wendy's, you know? Just really, really stupid concept, and just, I don't understand how, like these boycotts keep happening, like, and they think that, like, they're doing so much work, but they really don't. Just, they make a fool out of the people, and it just really makes everyone just see Twitter as a bigger joke than it already is. I mean, Twitter could be really good to, like, you know, outreach, like, opinions and all that, but with these boycotts and all that, it's just like, why do they gotta be so cringe? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's really sad to see that, like, people are so passionate about this, but again, they're not that passionate about, you know, actually donating to charity, or better yet, They're not donating, like, you know, their time to, like, the war effort and all that, but, you know, getting a McChicken or whatever. Getting a McChicken, yep, they're not going to get that. They're going to help out the war effort by not getting a McChicken. Just kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like, you just got to think about it, man, that, like, some of these people think that they're doing, like, you know, quote, good work by doing, like, minimal effort. Like, they really do, like, no effort whatsoever. And it's just really funny to see. I mean, I would love to give screenshots of, like, pretty much the replies, like, on the, like, the post. I really would, but they're just too mean, honestly. Now, like, I get completely clowning on them. Like, I get it because it's just stupid, but going as far as I've seen some of the replies, it's kind of ridiculous. Now, I think it's just not, like, even worth it. They should just honestly donate to charity. That would help out more. And I believe everyone else should do that, but, you know, I don't think they're going to. I'm interested to see if, like, you know, more and more people sign up to this boycott McDonald's. I'm interested to see that. I definitely do believe there will be more people who sign up for it, but we'll wait and see. 15,000 is not even that much compared to, like, other boycotts that I've seen. Like, The Last Jedi one, that one I think had over, like, 800,000 or something. So we'll just wait and see, like, how big this boycott gets. Personally, if you want my 2 cents, boycott has a nice message behind it, but it is stupidly implemented. Like, it is just, it's laughable. It really is. Like, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude when it comes to, like, you know, people, like, having that or whatever, but it's just so dumb. Oh, Rocket League being toxic, of course. Gotta love that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the video. I really just wanted to get my point across on this because I just thought when I first saw it, it was ridiculous. If you do enjoy this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're brand new around here. Also, be sure to follow me on my socials. I'm going to link my Instagram, Twitter, and Discord in the description. But with that out of the way, have a lovely day or night whenever you're watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.